The transfer portal is showing no mercy. Seen a couple of different moves, a couple of guys finding their ultimate destination, but we still got a lot of these dudes that are out there that have not yet made a commitment. So I thought it'd be helpful for us to get together as a program and say, who are the best available right now in the transfer portal? Now, I'm going to verbally timestamp this because I know as soon as we finish recording this, put it out there for y'all on YouTube within the next 15 minutes. One of these guys is going to commit, I would have to imagine, just based on our luck. Not on intel, but based on luck, that would happen. So with that being said, right now it's Monday, December 16th, 11:44 a.m. Central, just so we're all on the same page here. Now, here's an individual who's not yet in the transfer portal, but announced as of last night his intentions to enter the transfer portal. That is Penn State quarterback Beau Pribula. Now, some of you are doing a double take saying, wait a second, isn't Penn State about to try and go on a little college football playoff run right now? You're absolutely correct. Isn't Beau Pribula like not the biggest part of the offense, but a part of the offense nonetheless with how they use the gadget plays and Andy Koltanecki's bag of tricks? Don't they involve him a fair amount? Also, quarterback design run game, they absolutely do. And I think a lot of people will be very quick to say, Beau Pribula, man, what's your deal? Why are you leaving your team hanging? I hear you. I understand where you're coming from. I don't think the way that you feel is totally inappropriate. But at the same time, if you're looking for somewhere to put blame, I promise you, Beau Pribula would love to play in a college football playoff game. He would love to see through the end of what this team has put forth in 2024. The way that the transfer portal calendar works and the way that it works for Beau Pribula, if he wants to be a quarterback starting somewhere next year, like he has to sort of make a decision and put his name into the portal and probably end up somewhere else here. You would have to believe before the end of the college football playoff. So all that's to say, if you want to blame someone, blame the system. Don't blame Beau Pribula. I don't think this is really what he wanted to have happen. In terms of potential places he could end up at, again, he's not in the portal yet, so this is purely speculation, not in any intel. West Virginia, to me, would be very intriguing. The Rich Rodriguez offense, little design quarterback run game for him could fit pretty nicely there, so I'll go ahead and put that down as one that I'm watching. I'll also say there's a lot of quarterback needs within the Big Ten. Not singling any one school out, but I wouldn't be shocked if Beau Pribula ended up staying in the Big Ten. Also a guy from Big Ten country in Pennsylvania, so keep an eye on the rest of the Big Ten when it comes to the Beau Pribula sweepstakes. We'll have more thoughts on that here moving forward. Also, wouldn't be surprised if Beau Pribula were to enter the transfer portal and be one of, if not the top quarterbacks in that deal. Another guy that I think is already a pretty hot commodity right now in the portal is Alabama running back Justice Haynes. Averaged 6 yards a carry last year. Couple of schools in the mix for him right now. Visited Ole Miss, visited South Carolina, or is going to visit those schools if he hasn't already. Florida, Michigan, Ohio State, also schools to watch. If I'm just playing matchmaker here for Justice Haynes, as a college football fan, I would love to see Lenore Sellers at quarterback and Justice Haynes in the sidecar. They run some read option stuff and just give defenses fits. Justice Haynes, I don't think totally got the burn that maybe a lot of fans expected him to get this year in Tuscaloosa. Still averaged 6 yards a carry. Like, I don't think the production or the lack of use at Alabama should be an indicator as to how good he could be. He's one of the top backs in the portal right now. Now at Michigan, too, that'd be one I'd be excited to watch with how they're going to operate that offense next year with Chip Lindsey being the OC and still being a run-centric offense but a little bit more wide open. I could see a fit there as well. So Justice Haynes will have his pick when it comes to some potential suitors, but Michigan and South Carolina, for me, are the two most intriguing as it stands right now. Eric Singleton, the number one player in the portal, has visited Auburn, visited Ole Miss. The Texas Longhorns getting a visit. Now, the portal blueprint for wide receivers to end up in Austin, Texas and have success feels pretty obvious there. Not to say there's not a portal blueprint for Ole Miss, but I'm looking at what Adonai Mitchell did when he got to Texas and played in Sark's offense. I'm looking at what Isaiah Bond has done since getting to Austin. It also doesn't hurt that you're going to have a quarterback you would feel pretty confident in on the 40 acres in Arch Manning next year. So all the stars align there for me to feel good about where Texas stands for Eric Singleton. But, we're talking about best available. He is the best available as it stands right now with players in the transfer portal. This is, of course, pending John Mateer actually entering the portal itself. He is expected to enter, but hasn't entered yet. Kevin Concepcion, wide receiver from NC State. He's in the portal. The rumor is that visit to Bama went very well. I said it on a previous show. I'm looking at Kalen DeBoer's offense. looking at what he does when he has big-time wide receivers in that offense, looking at Rome Odunze, looking at Jalen Polk, looking at Jeremy Bernard. I mean, you can go down the line here. McMillan, they got a lot of dudes at Washington that had success when they had the right pass catchers. I'm not so sure that if you were to plug in a more prototypical pocket passer kind of quarterback into that Kalen DeBoer offense, paired with Kevin Concepcion, could be magic. I'll just say that. Colorado is also in the mix. Sounds like they're going to get a trip. If you're pitching an offense where the Blitnikoff Award winner played in a season ago, not a bad pitch to make. Not a bad pitch to make. Now, I will say this too. It sounds like this may be a decision we get later rather than sooner. And that makes a lot of sense to me because I think if you're Kevin Concepcion, obviously this is a move that in some roundabout way or maybe a direct way is going to be very much so geared towards giving you the best NFL draft stock in the future. That probably is going to be tied pretty closely to whoever your quarterback's going to be your next spot. So I'd be curious to see if he makes a decision at either one of these schools before knowing without a shadow of a doubt who the quarterback's going to be in Tuscaloosa or Colorado or somewhere else. If he goes to Colorado, to me this says Kevin Concepcion has a lot of confidence in what Julian Lewis will eventually be out there in Boulder. So we'll leave that there. But obviously a big fish out there in the portal pond. Kevin Concepcion, again, I'm not expecting a decision there all that soon. Caden Salter, Liberty quarterback a year ago, played a lot of football, done it at a high level, most notably under Hugh Freeze. I'm on record saying I thought Auburn was a great fit for him. Jackson Arnold obviously felt like Auburn was a great fit for him as he ends up on the Plains. Caden Salter visited Syracuse, and that to me makes a lot of sense. The Colorado smoke, I think, is interesting with him as well, just because what I said about Julian Lewis feels like it would be enough for me if I'm Caden Salter. I want to know that wherever I go, the job is mine. I don't know if I have all that much interest in battling with a high-profile true freshman, just food for thought. But if you can land Julian Lewis and Caden Salter at Colorado, more power to Coach Prime, would not put it past him. But again, the appeal for me, if I'm Caden Salter, to go play in an offense that Kyle McCord played in last year, where everyone in their mind was saying Kyle McCord's not that good, Honda McCord this, Honda McCord that, and then Kyle McCord goes in and leads the country in passing last season, playing at Syracuse under Fran Brown. That to me makes a lot of sense, talking about the portal quarterback blueprint, but regardless, excited to see where he ends up. So those are just a few of the best available in the transfer portal as of right now. If you want to stay in the know for all things portal, one, subscribe here. But as importantly, make sure you're following now Pete Nakos, the just czar of portal coverage, the On3 social accounts, whether it comes to the transfer portal or On3 Recruits or the On3 main account, all of those will have different intel for you regarding the portal. I say that maybe not as much On3 Recruits, but follow all the On3 accounts to make sure you're dialed in to the nth degree. Going to talk a lot about the portal here moving forward on our live show, so make sure you subscribe. But hey, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. We're going to keep this party rolling. We will see y'all next time.